Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought I would start this video here today because I just got off the phone with my vet and I'm actually taking Bubbly up to the vet. Our vet is 2.5 hours away from us, so a few cities over, on Monday morning to have a gastric scope done to see if she has ulcers. So I'll get into why I think she has ulcers in a little bit, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, if you've ever been curious about the process for ulcers or why they get ulcers or diagnosing them, welcome to this video, and I hope it has some of the answers, if not all the answers, that you're looking for. All right, so I will start at the beginning here. Horses are out in the field, so I'm just doing hay right now, which is why I look a little bit haggard because it's Friday and I had a long work week this week, but because I just got off the phone and it's fresh in my memory, I thought I would do this video, and then I also have this video to look back on if I forget the instructions that were said. So I started thinking towards the end of last season when I was waiting to get my knee surgery done. You guys won't have actually seen the footage that I'm talking about yet, so stay tuned for that because I'm working in chronological order of my event season last year. Towards the end of last season, that Bubbly was acting a little bit not herself, and she had a hoof abscess last year. We actually had to scratch from one of the events because she is quite sensitive, let's say. So when she had her hoof abscess, lots of horses, can go okay with a hoof abscess, but she was sore and she, would buck and stuff when I rode her around that time. So figured out it was the hoof abscess and she had some time off. And she was quite sore on it once it actually blew. So I had her on bute for probably a week or two, a really low dose. I think I did 1 scoop at night with her food to help kind of make it safer, I guess, because she is prone for ulcers. I have had to treat her twice for ulcers. Love it. And she's very sensitive. So I always wanted to make sure I did it with food. She's on all of the ulcer supplements right now. She gets forage 24/7 to help try to keep the saliva going and the acid down in her stomach. I have studied in-depth details on how to feed and deal with a horse that is prone to ulcers. If you guys want another video on all of that, let me know, because that is a whole huge topic. And I'm just gonna do, hi, they're coming in now. Nancy, you're so cute. I'm just gonna do the getting ready for the scope video right now. So anyways, I just got off the phone with the vet, and the day that hi Nance, the day that we are going up, or the night before, I guess, I'm gonna make a pen for her behind me in her shelter. The water is there too. So I have to have her fed and everything done by 6 p.m. and then I pull her food at 6 p.m. I need to find someone who has a grazing muzzle for a large horse for me to borrow, because mine is currently on this one and it fits her. It's not a big horse one. Hey, speak of the devil, we're talking about your procedure on Monday. You have no idea. And then I have to take her food away at 6 p.m., which is going to absolutely kill me. I'm such a pushover when it comes to my horses, and I cannot even handle if they're at all in any pain or want something that I can't give them, and she is obviously going to want her food. So anyways, take her food away, put a grazing muzzle on. He said to actually put a halter over top of her grazing muzzle, because when you take their food away, they will eat absolutely anything that they can. So whether that is their own manure, dirt, anything that they can get in their mouth. So he said to put a halter over top, because if they get that muzzle off in the middle of the night, the whole scope will be useless and I will have to pay to have it done again. So pull of food, muzzle goes on at 6, and then at midnight I have to go back out and pull her water away, so she can't have water. And then we load her up in the morning. We go up mid-morning for her appointment, and she'll get scoped mid-morning, and then she'll be allowed to have all of her food and stuff on the way home. But yeah, towards the end of last season, maybe I'll insert some clips here. She just was, I don't know why I didn't put it together sooner because she's had ulcers before, but I was just thinking maybe it was still her hoof abscess for a long time. And by the time I did put it together, because we would go for rides and it would be when we started cantering or jumping, when the acid sloshed around more in her stomach and got up to the more sensitive areas of her stomach, that she would just have the most outrageous bucks and crazy things. I mean, Bubbly has always been a horse though that can buck in our rides, but these ones were a lot different. She actually bucked me off, I don't even remember, I think 4 times in the last month before my surgery. And I finally, maybe the last 2 weeks, maybe it was 3 times in the last 2 weeks, I don't really remember. But then I finally put the pieces together that maybe this isn't her foot, maybe it is her ulcers, because her foot was totally healed by that point. And I was just thinking maybe she was being ornery because I hadn't been able to ride her, and usually when I bring her back out, after I've had her off for the winter, it does take a couple weeks for her to not buck. So I was thinking it was a little bit of that after she'd been off for quite a few weeks with the abscess. And then anyways, I finally clued in, and I feel so bad I didn't clue in sooner, but there was a lot of variables happening then, that it was probably ulcers again. Unfortunately, that was a week approximately before my surgery at that point. So there was no time for me to book an appointment with my vet 2 towns over, take off work, which I couldn't, and get her done then. That being said, she's not bothered by them currently. I mean, like, she shows no symptoms currently. She does show a couple things, like she doesn't like it when she's being brushed, but she's never liked being brushed. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably a little bit more severe and prominent right now. So that's another reason why I think it's most likely ulcers. But she is on Visceral Plus. There's satyrs in the background. Visceral Plus from Mad Barn, which is basically an ulcer supplement. It actually says that it's supposed to help prevent and cure ulcers if they have them. She's been on it for years. She's still on it. So while she was off for the winter and I was recovering from my knee surgery to this point where I can actually take her to the vet because I'm off crutches and all of that stuff, she was still on that. So if she did have them, I'm hoping that either helped her not feel them or hopefully cured them. Like, hopefully we go up there and she doesn't have ulcers, and that would be great. But at the same time, I do kind of hope that she has them so we can treat them and she can get back to my loving horse that I love and adore to ride. And then she is going to the trainers in May after she gets her teeth done. So I'm going to basically just take away every variable that I can before she goes to the trainers for 2 weeks so he can start her for me, because I'm not going to be in the best riding shape when I come back after my knee. You know, that hay bag I'm filling for your supper, and you were just in it eating. Anyways, I want to just get all the variables taken care of before she goes to the trainers and before I eventually get back on her, so I can have my nice, sane, sound, happy horse back when I do get to ride again and she doesn't buck me off and ruin my knee again. So, not that she bucked me off and ruined my knee the first time, but my knee was ruined, and I am basically going to be allowed to ride for the first little while. I just really can't fall. So, get her started by someone else, make sure she's all sound, make sure she's happy, make sure everything physically is addressed. I'm also going to get the body worker out before she goes to the trainer. She's going to go to the trainer. So stay tuned and we'll go through the preparations and all of the steps that are going to be taken to get her to the vet and diagnose her with these, or not diagnose her, with ulcers. Another thing that I am considering if she is negative for ulcers is the hindgut bacteria, and I think it's called leaky gut. Don't quote me on that, but the hindgut they can't scope. So if it's not I'm going to ask him about it if she doesn't have ulcers, if there is a way to, I don't think there is actually a way to diagnose it, but if you could just look and see if she fits the mold for someone who has that acidic hindgut. Anyways, I've talked for way too long right now. This is a great intro, and I will catch up with you guys tomorrow for some more preparations. All right, guys, it is the next day now. So I've been doing groundwork with Bubbly out in the field for a while, and I want to get her just used to her shipping boots again and not have it Monday morning where she gets her shipping boots put back on for the first time. Don't mind my neighbors, they don't clean up their field. Anyways, that was all the junk behind me. But yeah, I just want to get her used to the shipping boots so that I don't put them on Monday morning and she knows something's exciting is happening. So I'm just going to do my normal groundwork with her in my field and put her shipping boots on for part of it, just so that she gets accustomed to having them on her feet and doesn't freak out thinking that she's doing something exciting. We have the boots on, and I'm just gonna walk her around the field a little bit today, and then maybe take her over into the ring we have to walk through to go to the trailer tomorrow, and then hopefully we'll be all ready for Monday morning. Yeah. You're a jerk. Can I get your boots now? So upset. Why you do it to me, huh? Alright guys, hi Bubbles. Tis the night before we go, so I have to fast her tonight. Hence why I'm just like shoving food in her face all day. She's got 1 more hour, so I'm just gonna clean the pens up, go inside and do her supplements, and let her have her her mush. Her mush with all her supplements at 5:30. Then I have to put her in the pen we made at 6. And then I'll show you. So the pen we made, took every little bit of hay out of it, put some shavings down so she does have a soft spot to lay. Then at 12 o'clock I have to come out and push the water bucket out and close the gate and take her walk. And it's just killing me inside. I mean, she's gonna be so upset, but oh well. We'll get some answers and hopefully fix her. I need to get the shovel out of there. Yeah, anyways, so just letting her eat all the stuff right now and we'll go from there. I also have a double muzzled mask. So apparently they're very, very crafty to put on her so that she can't eat her manure and dirt. Because that's what they do, I guess, when you take their hair away. Anyways, not super excited, so don't mind my low tone, but I will keep you guys updated. Why are you so cute? You're making this so hard. This used to that hard. Come here. Oh, bye. First day ever. Say yummy. Oh my good girl. Oh, that lens is not clean. Hey. Done good. Enjoy it. It's the last one for a little while, okay? But it's for your own good. We're gonna see if there's anything wrong with you. Yeah, before we send you to the trainers and then mommy rides you. You are just so cute. Good girl. Oh, happy face. My heart. I'm so sad. She's all ready for the night. I have to pull her water away and close this gate. Actually, the water is at midnight, and I'll probably be up to check her at like 2 and then 4 and then all the times because I am that helicopter mom. No, don't rub it off. Alright, I'm exhausted and sad, so maybe I'll check back in when I pull the water out at midnight, but I'm just gonna get some chores done and try to relax, I guess. Stay tuned. Well, guys, it's a bit before midnight, a few minutes. Just gonna head outside and check on Bubbly, make sure her mask is still on, and offer her some water, and then take her water away because she's not allowed to have water after 12 o'clock tonight for her scope tomorrow. Hi, girl. Drink any water? Does not look like it. Okay, let's offer you some. Oh, would not wish this on anyone. It's very, well, it's not that windy outside. It's a little windy. Sorry, I was sleeping for like 40 minutes before I went out. She didn't drink any water. So last time she drank was like 7 p.m. Concerning, but this is how it has to go. I tried to get her to have some water before I took it, but she didn't want any, so can't force her either. I did see her drink with the mask on, so that's not it. So yeah, I don't know. She was getting a little distracted by something out in the field, and I didn't know if it was do you know sometimes when your horses act up just because you're around? Wasn't sure if it was one of those, but I did look the direction she was looking and shined the light out and didn't see anything. So I'm just going to sit for a second, go back out, see if she's calmed down, and go back to bed. Probably check her again at 3:30. It's 12 now, so that'll be roughly halfway before I get up tomorrow at 6:30. And then we will leave here by 8 a.m. tomorrow. I really hope we get some answers and the trip goes smoothly. Wish me luck. Hello. Hi. I'm sorry. Just a little bit longer, okay? And then we'll take that muzzle off and get you in the trailer. My heart. Hello, my good girl. You made it. Almost done. Starting to perk up. Oh my gosh. Finally home. Some hay, Bubbles. Take down your things soon. Oh, okay. Oh, you're dry. You're just wet, but dry. I think she's very happy to be home. Oh, goodness. All right. Can you come back and eat and drink now? Come here. Come back. Here's some more food. I would really like you to drink. I'm gonna fix your water. Oh, you're the happiest horse now. Giant thing of hay. All muddy from your roll. Girl. My pony did not seem to want to drink water, so I have made her the sloppiest mush in all existence. Try to get her to drink up her food. Let's hope it works. Gotta get some water in there. You had none for so long. Hey guys, don't mind my appearance. It's one of my 4:30 a.m. wake up days, and it's 6:30 at night, and I just got home, so it was a long one today. I had physio, so I'm just icing my knee right now. I did a bit of a recap on what happened when I took Bubbly to get her ulcers done on my Instagram. I think I am going to use most of that on here, but I didn't actually talk specifically about what happened when we got to the vet. So I wanted to do a little bit more about that before I give you that update. So we got up there, and if you've never had your horse scoped before, basically it is a bit of a big procedure. Don't mind my fly mask drying on the bike behind me. They have to go into their nostril. So they feed basically, it's really cool actually. It looks like a snake, like this little camera, and he controls it with a remote control to look in different directions. So they feed that, and it has a tube attached to it, and you can either put water through the tube or air. So they have to go in all the way down to the stomach. They are sedated for it. Standing sedation, like she was still standing up, but yeah, so you get down there, and then you have to blow the stomach up. So that was my job, was to use the pump thing to pump into the hose that was attached to the hose in the stomach, attached to the camera, to pump her stomach up so that you could see around it. And then he switched it to the water so he could wash, like, there's like foam and stuff in their stomach off. So that's basically how we were able to see. And then once he's in there, you like move it all around. And yeah, so we did find worms, which I was very unhappy with, which I explain in the next video. I'm really not upset right now. It is my fault. When I filmed that video, I was a little bit upset, obviously, because it made me feel like a terrible horse owner. The fact that my horse had botworms in her stomach along with ulcers, like, she must have just been feeling awful. But ultimately it was my fault. I should have asked my vet for the recommendation on the wormer instead of, trusting someone who's not a vet, who's probably just doing their best. And yeah, so ultimately it was on me. I should have been smarter, and I learned my lesson for the future. But yeah, anyways, then he just basically hits a thing, and it causes their stomach to deflate after he's seen everything. And he went in and he looked at all the different angles. It was really cool. He took the pictures of the ulcers. Such a neat, science has come so far. But yeah, and then he brought it all the way out. And as he feeds the tube in, he like moistens it with water. I don't know if there's a lubricator in the water he uses or not, just so that it like slides and doesn't cause any damage or anything to their nose and then their trachea all the way down. Esophagus, that one's the right one. Trachea is going into your lungs, I'm pretty sure. I work in the industry, guys. Anyways, human industry, no horses. It's been a long day. But yeah, so anyways, here's the update for more information for right after. Don't mind me being a bit annoyed. Like I said, I was upset at the moment because I was really upset that my horse had been in pain, like I think most horse owners will be. But ultimately, I should have checked with my vet. And if you ever need anything, just make sure that you ask your vet. Yeah. I thought I would be bugging my vet with something as simple as that, but he actually would prefer it, and I have been talking to him more regularly about things ever since. So yeah, like I said, learn my lesson. Anyways, enjoy. A little bit annoyed me now, giving you an update on the day. All right, we are back. She is happy. Giant hay bag in front of her. I was gonna do our little update out here, but it's quite windy. Going to her shelter and see if that helps. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, that might work. All right, so worst 18 hours ever. Yeah, it was a little quite stressful getting her in the trailer. She doesn't like traveling by herself. As soon as we got up there, got her out, he sedated her pretty quickly, which was good, and got the scope done. Oh, good girl, she's drinking, you guys. I've been waiting for her to drink. Good girl. Oh, that makes me so happy. She'd been eating since we got back, but she hadn't drank yet, and the last time she drank last night was like 7 o'clock. She didn't drink out of her buckets. Oh, I'm so happy now. Good girl, Bubblehead. Oh, good girl. Okay. Oh, that helps my anxiety. So anyways, yeah, so we got her up there. Our vet is roughly 2 hours away. I think we did it in an hour and 40 minutes this morning. I forget. I don't know. It was all a blur. So, got the scope in there, and public service announcement for those of you that don't know, don't trust the people in the tack store for recommendations on worms or dewormer. I usually go off their books there, and I have always thought they kind of know what they're talking about from the books and everything. But yeah, I did Quest Plus with her at the start of the year. My vet actually says to do that with her every time, because we got in there and her stomach was like full, like it was absolutely disgusting of botworms. Like really gross. I'll see if I can grab the pictures and I will let you know. Are you coming to see me? Hi, you just got your mask on. You just got your mask on. Good girl. You're so cute. She did the best at the birthday party yesterday. I will post some pictures from that when I'm not feeling, oh, I have to stand up. Polly's gonna come chase her away. Not feeling so exhausted. Hi, did you have to do that? I'm glad you had a drink though. Anyways, yes. So then we also, so she had all the worms in her stomach, and she also does have ulcers, as I expected, because of just her behavior before my before my knee surgery. She is on Visceral Plus from Mad Barn. KJEQ5, if you ever order from Mad Barn, will give you 5% off affiliate program. Anyways, yes, so she's on Visceral Plus, which is supposed to be like an ulcer preventative and is supposed to help treat, but as I was told by my vet today, that is not the case. If it is ulcers in full effect, you do need the Gastriguard. Anyways, yeah, so we have a plan now. I'm so happy. Got off track here. Basically, don't trust the people at the tack store for your wormer, because they sold me a wormer that they said was the right one in season. It was working really well. Everyone was using it and having great success with it, and they loved it, and it was like the new thing on the market. Yeah, it didn't work at all. I told my vet which one I used, and he was like, I've never even heard of that. It's not a veterinary product. And I told him what was in it. He was like, that would have done nothing for her. So I dewormed her back in September, and the amount of worms in her stomach, yeah, it probably did absolutely nothing for her. So that sucks, because I was trying to be a conscious horse owner that regularly deworms my horse, and they sold me a product that did not deworm her. Anyways, so yeah, it was a very long day. We have a plan. We're gonna deworm her this week, so I'm gonna deworm her tomorrow. I'll give her today to chill. I'm so glad she drank. She's eating, she's drinking, so fingers crossed, no side effects, nothing bad from the scope. And then tomorrow I will deworm her, give her a week to let those botworms die and flush out of her system before we start the Gastriguard next Monday. She's gonna be on Gastriguard for a month. Taking her off all other supplements. She's only gonna have salt, water, the Gastriguard, and I have to do it in a time. I'll explain that at a different time because this is way too long. Anyways, so happy I did it. It was a super stressful day, but she's back now, doing well. So happy to get it done. And Quest Plus, you can deworm with that all the time, and it's totally fine. You don't have to switch wormers like they tell you in the tack stores, and don't listen to them, because lots of them apparently don't know what they're talking about. For those of you that work in tack stores and do know what you're talking about, I'm sorry. Could have just been my bad experience, but yeah. Anyways, always double check with your vet is what he said. Just send me a text. I would always let you know. I always thought I was bugging him, but yeah. So happy to be home. Great results. I'm so happy there was a reason for her behavior at the end of last season, and fingers crossed we can get this all done and have a great training couple weeks with her, and then I'll get back on after she's been with the trainer for a couple weeks. All right, if you've stayed this long, congratulations. This is a long one. Thanks, guys. Bye.